Hello, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. This recap is for Thursday, July the 7th, 2022, on the Young and the Restless. To me, the show was kind of typical Thursday, nothing to really scream and shout about. We had Victoria, she's talking to Billy, she's telling Billy, what the plan was, how it went, and how it was a plan all along. She was not really going to leave her family. And Billy is like, I'm relieved that Ashlyn is out of your life. I'm happy you're back. And I even almost think he said and single or something like that, which is like, okay, see, there we go. Billy wants Victoria alone and with no one else. Seriously, that's what Billy wants. He wants to be the only man in and but not quite in Victoria's life. And Lily can see that. And I think that's ultimately going to be a definite problem. And then we had Ashlyn talking to his minion, and he was letting him know that he was to follow Victoria 24/7. And she bought, pack or a candy bar. He wanted to know what kind did she buy. So his minion sets out to get information, follow Victoria. But the funny thing is, how do you follow somebody and you're sitting at society? Did he have some secret tip? Victoria was coming there to eat lunch, but he happens upon Billy kind of goading Adam, which I did not like. Yeah, look at you couldn't even warm up that seat, just typical goading of Adam, that Victoria's back, you're out, how does it feel? You must, I know how it feels, things like that. And that's what the minion was overhearing, because I kind of think it is going to be Adam that works with Ashlyn. I'd hate to see that, but Adam will go against the family when he feels he has been wronged. And to me, I feel he's been wronged or going to be wronged. He should be co-CEO, period. But anyway, we all know that's not going to happen. So Billy's goading him and making him feel bad. So that's kind of putting more fuel in the fire, because we don't know, is Victor going to truly demote him? Because that means Sally's going to be demoted and her offer to Chloe is going to be invalid. Now, Chloe may still come back on board because Chelsea and Chloe met at the park, and Chelsea let her know that, you know what, Chloe was right. She bit off more than she could chew, and she couldn't handle. Things were just snowballing, and she was just not focused, all over the place. So she told Chloe that they needed to end their partnership, which was kind of a shock for Chloe, but a relief for Chloe, because she felt that same way, that they wanted to remain friends. And Chelsea's like, the best thing she could do is step back, because she's not being a good friend, and she was not. Okay, so she's not being a good friend. They need to step back. And Chloe just pretty much agreed. She let Chelsea do all the talking, and she told Chelsea how much she meant to her. But she understood Chelsea's mental health and well-being is what is most important, which is true, because we know Chelsea can fall off, really go down a path of destruction. So that was an interesting conversation between the two friends, and they are going to be friends. But then Chloe calls Sally and says, I want to talk some more. I made a decision about your offer, if it still stands. But Sally's kind of out of the loop, right, with what happened with the family. So we shall see how that goes. And then what I didn't like was Victor Victor definitely, this is the wrong picture. It's Victor and Adam talking, and he's telling Adam that he was very disappointed in the way he handled things. You know, he felt that Adam was very disrespectful to his sister, you know, that she was talking, get out of here with that. She was talking and you left the room, you know, that was disrespectful of her. If the tables were turned, Adam was talking. If Victoria would ever come into the room, she would have left the room in a huff so fast your head would spin, and that would be okay. You know, and he's talking about what a great thing your sister has done. She restored everything. She got the money back. She this, she that. She should be applauded for that. She should be commended for that. And you are, you know, leaving a room in such a manner. Oh my goodness. I was like, you don't understand. And he goes, do you think if I would have known she was going to be gone for only a week, I would have made you the CEO of Newman? Because I hope my camera is not blurry, because it looks blurry. There we go. CEO of Newman. And Adam says, well, no. And in my mind, the answer is, well, yes. Because Victor's whole purpose in that press conference announcing Adam was to try to pull some kind of emotional strings in Victoria to get her to come back. Okay, so if your press conference would have worked, Victor, what would you have done with Adam? You would have demoted him like you're getting ready to do. So yes, you would have done that. And yes, that's what you mean, and that's what you do. Okay, so that was just, and that's what was setting the stage, because it's after Victor no, I kind of think Billy was talking to Adam first. No, maybe Victor came in, which is what made the salt in Billy's wounds to Adam, was after his father had come in and just did his whole thing. And I want you to work together. You're brilliant. You went to Harvard Law School, you this, you that. And if you and your brothers, and he's like, you know, you and your siblings could work together. And he's like, wait, what are you talking about? Well, this is what you missed when you stormed out of the room. Victoria offered Nicholas or employed Nicholas to come back to the company to work for Newman Enterprises. And Adam just looks. You mean the one, in his mind, he didn't say this, the one who walks away from the company at a whim, at any whim, he walks away. That sibling you want to come back? But I want the three of you to work together. Could you imagine you with your strengths, and your sister with her strengths, and Nicholas with his strengths? Newman Enterprises could be one of the most formidable companies in the world if you all work together. Don't you think, son? And Adam's like, of course, in Adam fashion, like, yeah, yes, whatever, Dad, yeah. When he doesn't, come on. The three of them working together, they have always treated Adam as the way awkward stepchild. I mean, from day one, and it's never changed, you know, but it's very realistic. It's a very realistic dynamic, you know, that happens, where the original family does not accept the stepchild, except for, isn't it interesting? They sure accept Abby. Well, yes and no. Now that I think about it, how much do they really accept Abby? That yes, if Abby's having a crisis, they will go visit, you know, they will offer support. But in general, if there is a family meeting, unless it's something to do with Victor dying, is Abby included? Usually not. Usually not. Abby finds out things secondhand. She really, really does, because she is that stepsister. She's just not a hated stepsister. Victoria hates Adam. Nicholas can't stand Adam. Oh, but he tolerates him now that Adam gave up a kidney to Faith. Oh, I could tolerate you now. But as far as true acceptance, no, they don't really accept the siblings. That's interesting. But anyway, so that was the recap for The Young and the Restless today. It is, the plot's thickening where Ashland is concerned. He's going to hit them hard and they're not going to see it coming. But I kind of think Adam is going to help. Unfortunately, Adam is going to help. Comment time. I got a great comment from Annette. Annette says that Sally will side with Ashland. I agree with that, especially if Adam also sides with Ashland. Sally would, because both of them will be demoted, period. Okay, so both of them, even though for Sally, her being COO of Newman Media was the best job she ever had, but now that she's had the taste of the CEO seat, she wants, the CEO life. So we shall see what is going to happen with that. Please give your comments. Give this recap a thumbs up. A thumbs up for the recap. Please subscribe and ring the button. Bring that bell button so you can get notifications. And if you have Y&R friends, at the bottom in the description bar, the link to the channel is here. It's in the description bar. Please copy it and send it to a friend so that they can also come and see my daily recaps for The Young and the Restless. And I do like to say, or want to say, my daily recaps are in addition to you watching the show. Because I want you to watch and then comment. Let's get interactive. Your views may not be my views. I would love to hear your views. And you get to hear my views on that particular episode and that particular show. So with that being said, I will be back tomorrow with Cliffhanger Friday. Hopefully it'll be a cliffhanger. Hopefully it will be a good Friday.